Hey friend, let me ask you a question. Have you been a little more forgetful, a little foggy in the mind, a little moody, and just a little bit off your game? And you're like me, somewhere in your 30s or 40s? And yes, even those early 30s. Y'all come here too. You're not alone. Hi, I'm Dr. DeeDee Wednesday, therapist, mommy, and motivator. And today I want to have a real and relatable conversation with you about perimenopause. Ugh. Are we that old? Are we going through perimenopause? Yeah, sis. Perimenopause. And today I want to talk to you about how perimenopause can affect your mental health. And let's be real. No stuffy energy. No super professional, very clinical, fancy energy here. Just real, relatable, honest grown woman conversation. Because let's be truthful. None of us saw this coming. But regardless of whether this caught us off guard or we saw it coming, we still have to take care of ourselves. So let's get into it. Here are 4 symptoms of perimenopause that affect your mental health that nobody warned us about. Up first, no surprise to anybody, mood swings. Yeah. When I tell you my head has been spinning around in circles like a movie around this house, my wife and my son have both been ducking for cover because nobody knows when the next time, not y'all texting me during my video, see, and that's something that probably would have set me off if I didn't have the tools. But anyway, they have been ducking for cover because your girl has been moody. I'm talking about irritable, very irritable, big angry. You go from snapping at people for any given reason to crying in your car for no reason. And these mood swings are driven by fluctuating levels of estrogen and progesterone. Progesterone. Did I say that right? I said that right. And those are 2 major hormones that determine and help us regulate our emotions. And during perimenopause, they're fluctuating in ways that make it really difficult for us to do just that, regulate our emotions. So our emotions, our feelings, and even our thoughts are just kind of all over the place. So what can you do about it? The first thing I always recommend that anybody, and this is something that I had to do for myself, was be honest about what's going on, right? I thought that maybe I was just a little bit stressed and the moodiness was tied to all of the transitions that were happening in my life. But the truth is, I'm experiencing perimenopause. And while that's hard to admit, that doesn't make it less true. And communicating that with my spouse, with my friends, with the people that I care about, so that they can understand what I'm going through and they don't think I'm just being mean and rude for no reason. The second thing you can do is track your moods. I do this with just my regular calendar on my phone. I don't have a special app or anything. If there is one, let me know, drop down. But yeah, I track days that I'm feeling a little bit more moody than the other ones so I can see if there's a pattern. Also, so I can also take that to my doctor and let her know. Yes, her. I love a good female OBGYN. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. But so I can also let her know so she can know how to help me. And the third thing, also very important, and I know y'all gonna be sick of me because it's always on my list, but move your body, girl. Moving your body and exercising will help you tremendously. And you gotta run no marathon. You don't have to become a bodybuilder. Just a little 30-minute walk, a little yoga, a little Pilates, something cute, something light will help regulate your emotions and kind of get things back on track where they need to be. And last on the list, I'm sliding it in right now. It wasn't actually on the list, but give yourself grace. The same grace you want other people to give you and the same grace that you give to other people, give that grace to yourself. Your body is doing something and going through something that it has never experienced before. You are going through something that you have never experienced before, and you deserve a little grace. And the second symptom, anxiety. Even if you have never experienced anxiety before, perimenopause can trigger a little bit more anxiety than you've ever had in your life. And what's anxiety, you ask? Anxiety is this constant hum of worry, right? It's this constant fear, even if it's just faint in the background, but a constant fear that something bad is going to happen. Like you're constantly worried, constantly stressed out, but you don't know why. Nothing has happened. Nothing is likely going to happen, but that doesn't stop that hum, that that little of worry that's going on in the back of your head. Sometimes it even feels like your mind is racing, or that your body is kind of bracing itself for an impact, right? I know for me, the other day I was driving into Louisiana and I have to go over the Mississippi Bridge. Me and bridges are cool. We're fine. I had a little accident almost 20 years ago and I've been fine. But all of a sudden, going over that bridge, my body got tight. My shoulders jumped up to my ears and I felt like I was bracing myself for an impact. It was really scary. But luckily, I got through it. But yeah, that's not something that I normally experience. But I do know it's something that was brought on by the perimenopause. So what can we do? What can we do about that hum, about that tension, about the anxiety? Number one, magnesium. Now, wait a minute. I'm not giving medical advice. Talk to your doctor about magnesium, specifically magnesium glycinate. And let me tell you, that magnesium is a game changer for calming your nervous system. And the second thing you can do is some deep breathing. I know it sounds corny, but deep breathing can actually reduce your cortisol, which is the stress hormone. And this happens in minutes. Just a couple really deep inhales from your nose and a couple exhales from your mouth can really lower that cortisol in minutes. This is something I do for myself. This is also something that I work on with my clients. And I have seen a huge change with me and with them just by incorporating a couple of deep breathing exercises throughout the day. And deep breathing is something you can do anywhere, at work, at home, in the car. I was definitely doing it on that bridge. Your girl was shook. I'm still a little shook by it, if I'm gonna be honest. And number three, protect your peace, girl. Sis, set better boundaries. Give your nervous system that calm that she's craving by setting boundaries, by deciding what you can do and what you can't do, what you will tolerate, what you won't tolerate, and set a little fence around yourself, because that's what boundaries are for. Those boundaries are to protect you. So protect you and protect your peace by setting better boundaries around what it is you can and won't do and what it is you can and won't tolerate. Using myself as an example, the next time that we go to Louisiana, I might not be the one to drive over the bridge, right? That's not something I feel like I can do right now without triggering my anxiety. Now, I am going to talk to my therapist about it to see how we can work on that thing, because I go to Louisiana way too much not to be able to cross the bridge. But yeah, I need to ask for help and set better boundaries around what it is that I can do and what it is that I'm not actually able to do right now. Symptom number three, brain fog. This is something that happens when you walk into a room and as soon as you get there, you have no idea why you're there, what you came in the room to get, and all of a sudden, you can't remember anything that happened in the last 3 minutes. Brain fog is that thing that happens when you read an email and then you have to reread the email 2 or 3 times, but you still don't really know what the email is talking about. Yeah, that's brain fog. It's like a puff of fog. It's just hovering over your mind and you just can't really seem to get it together. So what can we do about the brain fog? First things first, most importantly, prioritize your sleep, girl. You're not getting enough sleep. Get you some melatonin, get you some chamomile tea. Stop looking at that phone right before you go to bed. I know that's you, because it's me. But no, we need to be prioritizing our sleep the same way we prioritize everything else. Making sure you're getting enough sleep is going to help reduce that brain fog by a ton. The second thing that you can do is eat better. Yeah, I'm getting on that diet today. The first thing that you can eat that's going to help with that brain fog is salmon. I know the salmon warriors out there are like, I eat plenty of salmon. You're not even eating good salmon. Your salmon came from Walmart. And anyway, eat some good salmon with some healthy fats. Introduce some walnuts into your diet and even blueberries. Yes, the food is going to help. Changing up your diet is definitely going to help reduce brain fog. And the third thing you can do to help with brain fog is slow down, sis. You are doing too much. Your body is going through a lot. Your brain is going through a lot. And let's be honest, all this multitasking you're trying to do, that's not your ministry right now. You need to slow down, one thing at a time, a couple things a day. Make your little to-do list and just give yourself permission to go slow. we're not in a place where we can do a lot right now. Matter of fact, we've been doing a lot for the last 10 or 15 years, most of us, and we also deserve a little break. So yeah, perimenopause is knocking on your door and reminding you, sit your little tail down. And the fourth and last symptom that we're going to talk about, something that a lot of us are experiencing, but we don't even know that we're experiencing, is depression. During perimenopause, a lot of women feel low energy, low motivation, an inability to stay organized, and lower levels of joy. A lot of times we think about depression and we think that it's just laying in the bed, sad and crying and weeping. But depression doesn't always look like that. Sometimes depression looks like I can't really get myself motivated to do anything. I don't have the same level of happiness or joy that I used to have. Things are a little out of control around my house. I haven't washed dishes. I haven't taken a bath. Hygiene is crazy. Those are all symptoms of depression also. And even irritability. And a lot of Black women especially experience irritability as a sign and symptom of depression. And they oftentimes flag that as the angry Black woman. Whole time sis was just depressed. And if that's you, you're not lazy, you're not broken, and you're definitely not alone. Our whole little community is here with you. We're all experiencing something similar, or we have all experienced something similar in the past. And one of the best ways that you can handle this brand new overwhelming depression is to talk to somebody about it, specifically a licensed therapist. And if you can, make sure you get someone as a therapist who understands women, who understands the changes that occur in women, because this is what's going to benefit you the most. The second thing that you can do is build in joy on purpose. And what that means is bringing in joy to your life with intention. Dancing in the kitchen, going out to lunch with your friends, watching something funny on TV, making sure you get that good hearty laugh into your day. Shoot, light a candle and read a romantic book. Whatever it is that was bringing you joy before this overwhelming sense of depression, try and incorporate those things into your day so you can lower those levels of depression. And if it's necessary, side note, when you're talking to your therapist, see if you can get some hormone testing. And I'm gonna be honest, one thing that I'm going to probably incorporate even for myself is a little medication. A little medication ain't never hurt nobody. Sometimes the things going on in our mind, the imbalances, those chemical imbalances, they're outside of our own individual ability to change. And a little extra help never hurt anyone. A little extra push in the direction of joy can go a very long way. Don't be ashamed and don't be embarrassed because you need some help. A little bit of extra help might save your life and save your day. I'm just saying. So listen, to my girls in your early 30s and my girls in your mid 40s, you're not too young and you're not too old to be going through perimenopause. You're not too pretty and the vibes are not too good to avoid or escape what your body is doing, okay? And you are absolutely not too strong to need support. Your mental health matters just like your physical health matters. And the beautiful thing is, you don't have to suffer in silence. You can get support, you can get help, and then you can start feeling like you again. If this is something that resonates with you, leave me a comment in the comment section. I would love to hear from you. What your experiences were, what your experiences are, and if it's something that you haven't really experienced yet, what is something that you're anticipating experiencing, even if you're a little bit nervous about it? Maybe we can find a solution together. And if you're looking for more relatable and cozy mental health content, then subscribe and hit that little bell so we can keep growing and glowing together. I love you and I hope you have an amazingly blessed day. Mwah. Bye. I'm looking for, yeah, it's that hurt in the